Electric grand touring might not make sense, but this sleek convertible is quite a thing, even sitting still. Ritzy concours d'elegance auto shows are often reserved for exceptionally beautiful, highly performant, or historically significant vehicles. The 2024 Maserati GranCabrio Folgore falls into all these categories, so it may well be found on the precision-cut lawns of those gatherings in decades to come. The GranCabrio Folgore heralds a new type of vehicle as the world's first all-electric convertible grand tourer. Time will tell if a car of this kind has any staying power, but whether it sparks a new era or flashes away like a bolt of lightning, the GranCabrio Folgore marks a moment. Our day of top-down driving in the mountains of northern Italy showed how the GranCabrio Folgore has all the style, luxury, and speed to otherwise qualify for placement at concours of tomorrow. The ultimate electric Maserati. This isn't the first Maserati EV. It follows the GranCabrio Folgore crossover and the GranTurismo Folgore, its hardtop equivalent. But it's unquestionably the coolest. Maserati uses Folgore, the Italian word for lightning, to designate its electric vehicles. Sporty electric convertible cruising. Of course, infinite headroom can be achieved by lowering the GranCabrio Folgore's fabric top. It's the ideal way to enjoy this car. Going roofless is a roughly 18-second process achieved by sliding and holding a digital button. In fact, nearly every function is operated via touchscreen, either the 13.2-inch primary display or the 8.8-inch auxiliary unit. Tasks like this or adjusting the temperature would be simplified by physical switches, but such gripes fade as driving begins. Blue skies and verdant foliage were our headliner the entirety of our time with the GranCabrio, and its cabin remained free of buffeting and quiet enough for normal conversation. Touring? Even with all its elegant appeals, the GranCabrio Folgore could be stymied by an inherent contradiction. This is a range-limited grand tourer. Maserati estimates a driving range of about 230 miles, likely achieved using the max range mode, which limits the car to an 80-mile top speed and reduces power from the climate control. Worse, maximizing range necessitates putting the roof up to smooth airflow over the body. The GranCabrio Folgore's state-of-the-art 800-volt electrical architecture helps ensure charge stops don't take much longer than an espresso break. A maximum charge rate of 270 kWh is impressive. Expect a 10-80% time of just under 30 minutes in ideal conditions. As an anecdote, our drive route was a loop of about 105 miles, many of which were winding mountain roads, driven at a spirited pace primarily in sport and Corsa modes. Starting the drive with 100% battery, we ended at a 47% state of charge. Cross-country cruising may be the GranCabrio Folgore's whimsical ideal, but in reality, it's more likely to serve as a local conveyance along upscale boulevards, rarely straying far from a home charging plug. For this type of driving, the car's smooth power, composed ride, lavish interior, and deeply glamorous aesthetics make it rather seductive, potentially even more so than its Trofeo counterpart. As the years determine its viability as a concours d'elegance star, the GranCabrio Folgore will nevertheless remain, in Maserati's storied way, a passionate and soul-stirring drop-top drive.